Welcome to Tournament in a Tea Break, live and unleashed from the O2 and the Nitto ATP World Tour Finals. I am Ros Satar.
And I'm George Bellshaw.
And, well, what a first day. Roger Federer found himself really out of sorts today, didn't he?
He was pretty useless, to be honest. I really don't think Kei Nishikori played well.
Well, certainly in the first set, it was a litany of errors, I think.
I mean, I think Nishikori was serving below 50% first serves, and this guy's not a good server, so for Federer not to
pounce on this.
He's wasting so many backhand returns, just shanking shots. He was
getting agitated, getting very, very easily distracted. It was, for an opening show. I mean, it's interesting because he joked that his practice sessions have been all a bit awry. He also sort of quipped in press before the tournament that, I just hope I don't go home loving three. It does make me wonder whether, he's feeling, it's been a long, I say it's been a long season now, hasn't it?
Well, I mean, Federer's not beaten a top 10 player since February.
Wow.
His last one was against Grigor Dimitrov in the final in Rotterdam.
And that doesn't really say anything because...
Now, you might say, okay, well, he's beaten Kei Nishikori, who's now in the top 10 twice in the last couple of months. Nishikori was 11 when he beat him last week. But for a guy of Roger's quality, that's a really, really concerning stat because the top 10 right now aren't necessarily the best guys in the world. So he's lost 5 on the spin, 2 of them to Novak. But
which I think you can give him a pass for. I mean, it really was a perturbing match to watch. He not to take anything away from Nishikori, he did seem out of sorts. He didn't really seem to get going. He's sort of joked it off as, practice has been a bit all over the place. I've been at Queen's, I've been on the outside courts here, then I've been on centre court, and it takes a bit of time to adjust. Kind of tried to push it on team and said, Dominic was adjusting as well. It's like, but Dominic plays every match, every tournament going, including the Polar Bear Classic in Antarctica. So, I think, I think he should come through his match with team, but after he's going to have to play a whole lot better.
Well, I mean, it says a lot that the Anderson team match was significantly higher quality than the Federer Nishikori match.
Well, I mean, let's go on to Kevsar. I mean, there's not one person that will say any bad thing against Mr. Anderson. He loves the planet. He's a really nice guy. He sings happy birthday to his wife and gets an entire stadium to sing along with him. He came out and he had a mission. He played absolutely brilliantly. I mean, even allowing for the fact that this is team's third time here, you think that the experience would count for it. Team started very slow.
Yeah, I picked Anderson to win that match before. I thought, I don't think team is necessarily suited to an indoor hard court, even though he's improved a lot this season and there have been strides. There's more mental baggage for him here in London. There's more pressure, even though he's the lower ranked player. People look at that matchup and you look at who's going to be a Grand Slam winner in the future. You're only naming Dominic Thiem of the two of them, but Kevin Anderson right now is confident. He's going for it. He returned really well in that first set, particularly. He could have won that 6-2 in the end. I think it was 6-3. But he almost, but he could have broken again for 6-2 right to the death, and that wouldn't have been an unfair scoreline. He was really, really strong. Team improved a lot in the second set, to be fair to him. It was very close. They looked after their serves. It was a very, very close tiebreak.
That tiebreak was amazing. I mean, when I watched that, I don't know whether you remember a few years ago when the matches were all 6-1, 6-2 and over in a flash, and that tiebreak was immense. It was
excellent,
which is a shame because it really puts into perspective tonight's match, which wasn't excellent at all by any stretch of the imagination.
But of course, there was, although the performance wasn't so interesting, there's a lot of intrigue around tonight's match. And I guess, where's Federer going? What's he doing? He had a few swipes at the umpire afterwards. The umpire completely right in all those decisions as far as I'm concerned. Okay, you might say Federer wasn't going to kill anyone by hitting that ball into the centre,
No,
but that is the rules.
But and also, I mean, you've got to be fair. You know, we've lambasted the hot-headedness of someone like Shapovalov.
Yep.
You know, and it does have consequences, especially indoors.
And it only takes a mishit for it to be worse, and that's why you shouldn't do it in the first place. So, you know, that particular ball wasn't going to kill anyone, but he's whacked it with force and venom, and it only takes it to come off the frame, and that flies into Gabas's eye this time, or whatever, Steiner's eye now. So, you know, that was right. And then the Hawkeye decision he was moaning about in the second set, he was completely wrong on as well.
But he's completely wrong.
Grouchy, cranky. You know, I'm a bit worried for him going forward. I don't like writing him off after the last time we all tried to write him off and he had that huge resurgence. But looking at him now, looking at the level he's been at for the last 8 months, I'm starting to think he's never going to win a big title again, and that might even include Masters titles.
Yeah. Well, let's see. We'll
hot take tonight.
Well, we'll have a little. Come back to that tomorrow. Obviously, we've got the second half of the round robins, if you like, kicking off with Alexander. I don't need socks. Zverev and Marin Cilic. I'm guessing
and I don't need towels as well.
Yeah, I'm guessing that Ivan Lendl's fees are so much that he can't actually afford socks. I wonder whether there's a Marks and Spencers in the outlet bit around here.
Well, Dominic Thiem tried to give him a bit of ribbing for that outfit, and Zverev just replied, "I look the best here. I've got the best fashion sense." Did
you actually see Thiem's Oyster card barrier fail?
No. I don't think so.
You know, like when you've got a git that walks in front of you, and then close behind somebody, and then when you swipe, it just closes on you, and you just go bouncing into barriers. Yeah.
Solid.
quite literally. But anyway, Zverev, of course, towels and socks notwithstanding, has a great record over Cilic. Cilic, nice, but not necessarily effective. Certainly not effective here.
No. I still think that match is perhaps closer to call given Zverev's issues with that shoulder. But Cilic has been very, very, very bad here. But I was quite impressed with him against Djokovic in Paris. But then again, I was quite impressed with Federer against Djokovic in Paris, and look how that turned out today. So, yeah, I mean, Zverev's the favourite, but you just don't quite know the physical condition of Zverev.
Yeah.
And, you know, he wouldn't skip this event, and he wouldn't come out and say it was a massive problem, but he said it's been something that's bothered him for weeks and weeks.
Yeah.
And, you know, typically that doesn't just get better by a week off. So I wouldn't be surprised if Cilic did that. But, yeah, I mean, on paper, Zverev's the one you'd be looking at.
And of course, John, it'll be easy for me, isn't it, against Novak Djokovic?
I tweeted that quote out, and I had a lot of people not quite understanding the sarcasm, and I was defending poor old John.
Yeah, I think you needed to put brackets, laughing hysterically on stage, close brackets. I mean, it was very funny, you know, but I just get the feeling that John's just happy to be here. Yeah. You know, he's here, he's got the wife and the kid here, they're probably going to go sightseeing, although the kid's going to not remember anything of this, you know, when she's having therapy for her dad being a...
Do you want to know my hot take on John, isn't it?
What's your hot... He's not going to win it all, like...
He's coming out of this group with Djokovic. That's my belief.
You think he's going to come out of this group with Djokovic?
That's my belief. And I'll tell you why.
Is he going to do a sock?
I'll tell you why. They're all going to beat each other, Zverev, Cilic and Isner. And Isner's going to go through on games because he takes everything to tiebreakers. That's my hot take on John Isner.
Well, we'll come back to that. But on paper, of course, Djokovic looks like
he's not coming through this group because he's beating Djokovic tomorrow. No. He's losing tomorrow in straight sets.
Yeah.
Possibly a tiebreak set. But maybe not even. Who knows?
Who knows? I mean, it's interesting because you'd think that the court would probably have favoured, probably been a little quicker. I was quite surprised that Roger said that the court was a little bit slower.
Yeah, there's been a few mixed reports on whether it's quicker or faster.
Kevin Anderson was like, yeah, it's pretty quick.
Looking at it, I wasn't in Paris, but looking at it from what I've seen, I'd say it's slightly slower, but I don't know. I don't really know. I think it's quite hard to
It's a court.
say. It's a
and
court.
Balls fly around.
It's typically a little bit slower, so I'd imagine it still is, but I don't know for
So
sure.
our predictions then?
For tomorrow?
Yeah.
Djokovic, I'll go for. Sticking my neck on the line.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to disagree with you there.
I'm just trying to work out in my head who's going to beat who to leave my Isner scenario.
Well, I do have to get the bus, so.
Well, I think Isner's more likely to beat Cilic than Zverev, so I think I'm going to go for Cilic to beat Zverev tomorrow. Isner then to beat Cilic, and then
Zverev to
beat Isner, but Isner to have enough tie breaks across it all and go through.
I'm going to say Zverev. I think he owns Cilic, and Cilic is just a walking disaster when it comes to this court. And Djokovic, and I know, and we'll knock all that up, and see where we are tomorrow.
Perfect.
You've been listening, of course, to Ros Satar from Britwatch Sports
and George Bellshaw from Metro.co.uk.